The Avatar movie gave us a new world, a huge number of animals and plants. The flora and fauna of Pandora are unlike anything we have on Earth, and in places, the views and nature fascinate our eyes. The indigenous inhabitants of Pandora are the Na'vi people, which is divided into a large number of clans. All clans worship the goddess Ava, who is a collective intelligence and has a connection with the planet. We can even say that it is a living part of the planet. Each clan has its own place where they come into contact with Ava, the so-called sacred. Some have a tree, others have a coral reef, there are mushrooms and even canyons. Each clan has physiological differences and its own skin color, depending on the habitat. The Metkayina water clan has wide arms and tails to swim better in the water. Kekunan have a hollow skeleton, which gives them lightness, and the skin color of the fire tribe, or you can still find the name of ashes in general, is red. All clans are divided into friendly and hostile. At a time when we know everything about friendly Na'vi, and there is almost no information about warlike tribes, except that there are two of them. The first children of the ashes are the Na'vi people who live near volcanoes, of which there are many times more on the planet Pandora than on Earth. That's what they make unsuitable for people in the air. The second and strongest mushroom clan. They live on the other side of the planet, where the main vegetation is huge, in places much taller and more trees are mushrooms. And if all Na'vi peoples have a height of about 3 meters, then individual wars of this clan reach 5 meters. This is the Good Mulus channel. My name is Eugene and today we will look at all the clans of the Na'vi people. Let's start with friendly ones. So the first lists of Omaticaya are one of the Na'vi forest clans living deep in the jungles of Pandora, which belongs to the Dash. Their main totemic animal is 6 legs, or else you can find the name Hexaped. It is with these animals that the young hunters of the tribe enter into the first connection. And if the hunt is successful, Na'vi gets a chance to go to the Hallelujah Mountains and undergo a rite of passage, as a result of which everyone worthy will have the opportunity to tame a wild proud banshee. In the center of the settlement there is a huge treehouse, the largest and tallest plant of the Pandora satellite. And Matyuk are also known for their amazing weaving works. They ideally own this craft, conduct trade and alliance with all nations, and also maintained relations with heavenly people. Many members even attended a school opened by scientists of the Avatar program. The main weapon used in hunting is a bow, which is made from a branch of the sacred tree house. The skin color is light blue, and with the onset of night they have their own fluorescence, which expresses their emotions. The second in the list is the tribe of bones or Anuray. The habitat is a great animal cemetery. There is a so-called place of death on the planet Pandora. All animals who feel that their time has come go there. The Anuray clan kills all the animals, thereby relieving them of their torment. Because the whole valley is littered with skeletons, they have learned to make everything out of bones. Dwellings, weapons, ornaments and totems, and even clothes. Totemic animal, Thanator, the highest terrestrial predator of Pandora. The sacred place of communication and worship of Eevee is a huge skull of an unknown prehistoric animal. The whole body of the beast is under the surface of Pandora. It is only known that this species was the largest inhabiting the planet in ancient times. Unfortunately, almost all the inhabitants of the valley were destroyed by humans. It is said that there were only a handful of survivors who were able to hide in the depths of the skeleton of their sacred place. The main weapon is a large bone staff. It is also known that they made musical instruments from animal bones and decorated their heads with wool. The third clan of heavenly seers is the Taukami. They are mostly known as healers. They live in complete harmony with nature, even their clothes consist of flowers and plants. The main craft is potion making. Extensive knowledge of botany allows them to create a huge number of potions and extracts. They are engaged in sowing and creating new jungles and forests, supporting the entire ecosystem of the planet. All residents eat only the fruits of plants and do not hunt animals. The place of worship of Ava is a huge lotus-like flower located on the surface of a blue lake. The main tool of this salmon is made of a long vine. They do not build a home for themselves, but live among massive bioluminescent plants called the greenhouse. The fourth people of the Eastern Sea screen are the Tairangs. They live on the coast of the Eastern Sea, are known as unsurpassed aerial riders. And this clan is known for the fact that they build themselves man-made dwellings. Totem animal Banshee. With the help of communication with them, they hunt, most often over water and in water, and their main diet is algae and marine animals. They had to adapt, as their habitat is sparse on vegetation and trees. The main weapon is a curved bow, the lower part of which was much shorter than the upper one. These design features made it possible to hunt in such a way that the bow did not touch the banshee. The fifth is Kekunan, known as the clan of famous riders on the screens. The color of their skin is different, it is pale blue, reminiscent of the color of the sky. Features of physiology are a hollow light skeleton that saves them from falling from a height. The clothes are very bright and they wear ornaments in the form of feathers. Totem animal, screen. There is little information about this clan. It is known that they jump on soaring rocks and cliffs. Hallelujah. This is not their main entertainment. Their arms are much longer than those of all Navi. A special skill is fast reflexes. Individual wars are so fast that they easily catch arrows in flight and could jump 20 meters away. The place of their habitation is Hallelujah and the nearest rocks, and the place of worship is the highest mountain that hangs in the sky. There is one famous cave in it, where they find their connection with the Kekunan Siva. In ancient times, the totem animal was the celestial whales, but, unfortunately, they died out or simply left the Hallelujah Mountains. The sixth are the Alangs, known as the horsemen of the plain. As you understood by the name, they lived in an open area and built man-made settlements under the shade of large trees. This is the most numerous clan, rarely stayed in one place and constantly roamed, migrated for the animals they hunted. The totem animal is a loot horse. Each warrior hunter had his own steed, and the place of worship of Eevee is a large bonfire that was always in the center of the settlement. Cavalry in hunting uses spears and a long bow. Physiological differences: a protective membrane on the eye, which protected the rider from dust and other small objects. 7th, Metkayina, Navi Sea Clan. We were introduced to them very well in the second film Avatar, The Way of Water. They live on reefs and have a number of physiological features. The skin color is a greenish shade. Wide arms and tail help them swim well underwater. They also have a large chest, as they have an impressive lung volume, which allows them to hold their breath longer when diving. Small ears and an additional membrane on the eyes, something similar to what a crocodile has. Of course, the sacred place of communication with Ava is located on a reef underwater, and the totem animal Tulkan. The clan is not in contact with forest animals, and they do not need it. They use silt to move, and tsurans to hunt. The main weapon is a spear. The 8th is Leona. The clan is peaceful and has never participated in a war. They don't even have their own warriors and weapons. They also do not wear clothes, only a bandage on the hip. They never interfered in the affairs of other Navi, but they still helped and sheltered some of the survivors of Anuray after their own settlement was destroyed by people. Physiological differences are a short wide tail and dark blue skin color. Uimi Uyutikaya is a clan consisting of warriors. Totem beast, snakes, wolf. The whole cult of their worship is built on this animal. They wear hats with antennae to look like a predator and paint themselves in war paint before hunting. The only people in Navi using two-sided weapons in combat. They say that they have no sense of fear. The physiological feature is large eyes and a long tail than other Navi peoples. 10th, not Ave. This treasure is considered one of the first. They live near the Hallelujah Mountains and have their own tree house. They are no different from the Omaticaya clan, so there is nothing interesting to add here. The 11th is a type not known as a clan of unsurpassed warriors and excellent hunters. They have a number of differences. Firstly, it is the only nation that builds boats. Secondly, in their arsenal, in addition to a bow, a bone knife and a spear, they wear armor, also wear shields that are made from local Atlantean beetles. Plate armor is made from shell crabs. This is the second largest clan, which is second only to the Allans. 12th, to Rayton, the clan of the mountains. Very little is known about this hidden people. They live in caves in the mountains and rarely leave their homes. They hunt with traps. But there are a number of physiological differences. The skin color is mottled brown and they see very well at night, as they hunt at night, and prefer rest and sleep during the day. The sacred place of worship of Eevee is the canyon. Well, now the most interesting thing. I want to tell you about two hostile clans. They do not conduct trade and generally have no relations with other peoples by us. If you invade their territory, there is a 99% chance you will be killed. And the first lists are the Ash clan. Their second name is Evil Navi. They live near Pandora volcanoes in one of the craters of an inactive volcano. Hunting is conducted in the desert on huge worms. Personally, it reminded me of Dune. The physiological differences are the red color of the skin and increased protection from open fire and high temperatures. If all members of the species have long hair and a braid, then this clan is short-haired. This is so that the hair could not accidentally catch fire from an open fire, which is so common on volcanoes. All arrowheads and axes are made of stone. Totem animal Nyx carp. A huge beetle. The place of worship of Evi is an eternal fiery river, in fact a constant flow of lava. Nothing else is known about this people, except that he will appear in the third Avatar movie. The second hostile clan is the Mushroom Valley people. In this area, 99% of the vegetation is mushrooms, huge, some larger than trees. This people is famous for its size due to the fact that the orbit of the planet Polyphemus does not pass in their habitat, so there is a different gravity. Some individuals reach a height of 5 meters. The clan is very arrogant, they do not trade and communicate with other representatives of their kind. The clan is considered one of the strongest that we know. They build houses in and under mushrooms. And as you understand, the place of worship of Ava is the largest mushroom house, and the totem animal is huge moths. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any weapons or traditions. The guys know that I missed a couple of clans. This is due to the fact that there is either no information about them, or it varies very much. That's why I didn't add them to this video. Well, you write in the comments which clan you liked the most. Eugene was with you. Good Novus to everyone. Oh yes, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.